MSM.
Prabhakar sir, yesterday's recording got uploaded. Huh?
Prabhakaran sir?
No, it will get recorded by Monday evening or by Tuesday. So
Okay,
from Tuesday, it will be available on our Google Classroom. Okay.
Sure. And sir, I have one question here. Today I have received an email. This is from the MSME TDC, Vision Excellence Consulting Private Limited, and it is showing URL, username, and password. So could you please clarify this?
No, sir. Actually, no. Just for all your information, actually today there was an exam scheduled. Wrongly, it was sent to your batch. So ignore that one.
Okay. Fine.
The instructions regarding your exam will be shared in your official WhatsApp group. So that was sent wrongly to you, and again it was revoked actually. Okay. So,
but revocation email I have not received. Recall message should come now, but it has not come. That is why I got confused. And moreover, yesterday I have subscribed for this mock exam subscription. So when I will be receiving the link and other details?
Yeah, sir, you can connect with me on offline, sir, because I am also in traffic. Don't mistake.
Done, sir. Okay. No problem.
It's in recording mode only. It's recording mode already. So, okay, guys, nice to see you back. Good evening, everyone. Okay. So, guys, actually, we are going to see this improve way, right? So far, you have completed 3 phases. What are they? Define, measure, and analyze, right?
Yes.
Define, measure, and analyze. See, what are the things you are dealing in these 3 phases? Especially, you are dealing with only one thing. What is it, guys? What is it?
That is the issue that was being faced in our process.
That is the issue that you are facing in your process. That means you are dealing only with one word. What is that?
Process improvement.
What you already said is like issue. What is the actual name for issue?
Problem.
Yes, very good. Problem. You are dealing with problem. In the first 3 phases, you are dealing only with problem. Okay. So now you are going to see the solution. You are trying to get the solution for the particular problem. Okay. So what we are going to do in the improve phase? In the improve phase, we are going to generate the solutions. Then you are going to select and evaluate it. And then you are going to implement the solution on trial basis. After that, you are going to implement the solution on full scale basis. Okay. So let us see how we can go about this. So the first step in the improve phase is to generate and evaluate solutions. Then you are going to select and optimize it. Then you are going to implement the solution on trial basis. And afterwards, you are going to implement the solution on full scale basis and validate the solution. Okay, this is what we are going to do in the improve phase. Okay, what are the tools you need to execute these steps on the improve phase? Okay, so in the improve phase, you are going to use brainstorming, creative thinking, benchmarking. Okay, and for selection and evaluation, you can use nominal group technique and multi-voting. And also DOE and simulation will be taught for the black belt candidates. Okay, so DOE and simulation will not be taught in the green belt, and you will be learning that in the black belt. Then in the third step of the improve phase, that is in the 12th step, you are going to implement the solution on trial basis, and after that you are going to implement the solution on full scale basis. Later onwards, you are going to evaluate the solution and you are going to implement the solution on full scale basis and validate the solution. Okay, so implement the solution on trial basis. Based on that, implement it on full scale basis, do the FMEA and collect the data and check whether the solution has provided you the required performance. So you have been already taught this FMEA, right? FMEA and control charts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. Now, what are the tools that you can use for generating the solution? Brainstorming, creative thinking, and benchmarking. So already you know about this brainstorming, right? See, you have done this brainstorming in the analyze phase. So in the analyze phase, you have done this brainstorming to generate the causes, to identify the list of causes. Do you remember that, gentlemen? The analyze phase, you have used this brainstorming to generate or list out the causes, possible causes of the problem. Do you remember it? Yes or no? Probably yesterday, right? Yes, no?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes. So today you are going to use the same brainstorming session for generating the solutions. Okay, for example, I am asking a simple list of solutions. See, the entire Earth, India, and all countries are affected by climate change. What is the solution for this climate change? All of you, can you give me one answer?
Global
One
war.
sentence. What is the solution? What kind of solution we have to provide? What kind of
Implementing the
solution?
greenery, implementing the plantation across the globe.
Okay, then come on, guys, you have to come up with more answers, right?
Reducing harmful
Avoid
pollutants to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Reducing harmful,
Pollutants to the atmosphere.
reducing the emission of harmful pollution to the atmosphere. Okay, then.
And
Pollution
increase the water
control,
source
sir.
on the earth.
Sorry?
Pollution control and increasing the water on the earth.
Pollution control and stop the tree cutting.
Yes.
Pollution control and reducing the tree cuttings, cutting down of trees. Huh?
Yeah. Reducing.
Okay, then any other solutions?
Safeguard the forests.
Yes, prevent deforestation. Yes, very good. Then,
Reduce the manufacturing activities.
yes. See, only one or two people are answering, others are remaining silent. So this is unstructured brainstorming. I want structured brainstorming. Everybody has to participate. It's only Nataraj and Aishwar are answering. The others are remaining dull and silent. What about others, guys? All of you can come up with some answers, right? It is a common
Sir,
problem.
yeah. We have to reduce the vehicle also giving
Ecosystems
the
we can use.
ecosystem. Yeah. Green ecosystem. Yeah.
You have to reduce or you have to save it.
No, sir. Ecosystem we can use it actually instead of that pollution vehicles.
We have to reduce this petrol and diesel and should be shift into the CNG and gas, which is eco-friendly.
Okay, you have to reduce the consumption of petrol and diesel.
Yeah.
And move to electrical
emission.
vehicles.
Yeah.
Move to electrical vehicles.
Yeah. Electrical vehicles.
Reducing the
CNG.
use of fossil fuel.
Very good. Reduce the use of overall fossil fuels. We are using a lot of fossil fuels for many purposes. You have to reduce it. Yes. Then any other solutions? Anything else, guys?
Recyclable packaging materials usage.
Yeah, you have to avoid plastic materials.
Plastic materials and usage of recyclable.
Yes, recyclable materials. Recycle the materials and don't bury it in the earth. Just recycle it and use it again and again. Yes. Then anything else?
Follow the 3R technique. Reduce, recycle, and reuse.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Use, recycle, and reuse technique. 3R.
Okay.
So the hazardous waste should be appropriately.
Okay. That's it. Anybody else? So in less than 5 minutes, you people are able to give around 15 solutions. That is what brainstorming can do. But actually, only 5 people participated out of 26. So all of you have to participate. That is called structured brainstorming. Nada? That is called structured brainstorming. Okay. So when only few people are talking and the others are not participating, it is called unstructured brainstorming. So always ensure you conduct the brainstorming so that in such a manner that everybody should participate and express their views. That is the importance of brainstorming. Then only it will be effective. So brainstorming is an effective tool which can generate a lot of tools, a lot of solutions in a short span of time. Okay, that is how brainstorming can be helpful for you to generate solutions. Next one is creative thinking. What is this creative thinking, guys? See, creative thinking is a process in which you identify solutions where mostly it seems to be in imaginary or fantasy or crazy or out of box or divergent or lateral. See, sometimes during the brainstorming, some of the junior people or newly joined engineers may give some kind of ideas which looks crazy. So it is normal tendency of the seniors to suppress it, to dominate it, and avoid it. But what we recommend is creative thinking is developing such ideas into checking the feasibility of such ideas and develop that into possible solutions. For example, let us say, let me take you to 2013, 10 years back. If I ask Nataraj, could you please send me 10,000 rupees? What will you say, Nataraj?
Sorry, Ravi, come again.
If I ask you 10,000 rupees, what will you ask back?
I will ask why.
Oh, why? Oh my God.
For what reason? Why do you need the 10,000?
Okay, I have given you a very satisfied explanation. Everything is okay. And after that, what will you ask?
I will ask you to give the, if I convinced, then I'll ask for your the bank details so that I can transfer.
So 10 years back, Nataraj will ask me for bank details. But if I am saying Nataraj, you have my mobile number. No, why can't you send it to the mobile number? Whether it is possible to send money through mobile number in 2013?
Yes, yes.
In 2013, it was not there. Mobile transfer was not there. Recently, the PhonePe has introduced. So in 2013, I think PhonePe was not there. So there I was supposed to transfer only through the bank only.
So if Nataraj has to send me money, he has to go to the bank, get my account details and do it. But now, if I ask him to send him now, he can send through my mobile number. See, 10 years back, what was imaginary, impossible, looks crazy, is possible, easily doable. So, because of some kind of creative thinking, this kind of impossible, crazy, out of box, unfeasible look like ideas have been converted into a solution. Because of this UPI, nowadays bank jumps have been reduced tremendously. You can see the bank, number of people going to bank has declined uh, reasonably, right? So all the vendors, even the street vendors, merchants are using this UPI form of payment. So now most of the times it is it is the digital money which is being used. So that is
Even
what.
also.
Yeah. Yes. So that is how. See, earlier if you want to transfer money or post deposit money, you have to go to the bank. There will be huge queue standing in counters or everywhere in banks. Nowadays, the bank transaction job has been done, task has been done easier because of this kind of new creative solutions. Transferring money through just mobile number. The mobile number may be connected to some account, and through that the process is happening, transaction is happening. See, this is how creative ideas can help you to generate solutions which are path-breaking and trend-setting. Okay, so you know about this Steve Jobs, right? So he created project. Okay, rather than following the rigid technical designs of these competitors, he created project with touch screen, which is absolutely unaccepted by most of the people who thought it is not at all possible. It is crazy. It is imaginary simply. But you can see it made a revolution. It created a new trend. It created a new path at all. Okay, it created a new path for which the people can follow, for which the competitors can follow. So nowadays, without touchscreen, nothing is happening, right? Everything is touchscreen mobile most of the times. So this is how this creative thinking can help you to generate a lot of ideas which looks like quite crazy and fantasy, but now actually it helps you to generate solutions also. Then comes the benchmarking. See, these are all some of the examples of creative thinking. See, in 2019, when people are affected by COVID, Amazon has no other option to deliver the products to the home. So they started this drone delivery in 2020, contactless delivery. So that was very successful because at the time people doesn't want to see anybody, meet anybody. So yeah, contactless delivery was made possible. Otherwise, Amazon have nothing to, no job. Amazon have no option, right? they have to simply close their options. But they started this drone delivery and which made contactless and fast delivery, and they were able to continue their business. Similarly, MIT started open Coursera during the COVID period, and because of that, many people were able to use it without paying, okay, to the MIT, and you are able to get high quality content through this open courseware. And if you want certificate only, then only you have to pay. That is how they have designed this course. So it gives access to all people who are interested in self-learning new technologies. Then comes this Tesla. This Tesla is quite an path-breaking thing because they introduce this IoT, Internet of Things. See, that is while the car was in operation or while it was in driving, they were able to collect the data about the vital components, and these vital data were transferred to the cloud server, and they were compared with the standard data. And if there was any deviation in it, immediately the driver, the car owner was contacted and asked to go to the service center. Or sometimes, if it is critical, he was asked to stop the car and leave the car there it is and asked to inform the service center about it. So that was how Tesla was able to improve the serviceability of the automobile sector, okay, to a new level. See, these kind of things are quite unimaginable. Checking the details of your car while it was in operation, while you are driving, okay, by the company through cloud server. Okay, that was done by Tesla. All these things are quite uh, path-breaking, and it was because of the creative thing they were able to generate solutions like this. Okay, similarly, you can keep on giving a lot of examples which are quite common nowadays and which made our lives easier and comfortable and convenient. Okay. So now let us see what about this benchmarking. So brainstorming is one way of generating solution, and benchmarking is another way of generating solution. Okay. And sorry, brainstorming and creativity. What about this benchmarking? See, the benchmarking is simply a very easy process. See, for example, when you are having problem in any one of the process, like let us say marketing process. My marketing process in my company, the marketing process is not quite uh, competitive. The competitive marketing process is not quite performing well. So I want to know how my competitors are executing this marketing. So what I can do is I can simply collect the marketing process being followed by top 15 companies in the market in the industry. So I can collect this kind of marketing process which is successfully being followed by other companies. So for example, if I collect the marketing process of 15 companies, I have 15 solutions which are successfully implemented by the companies. So I can choose any one of the process which is suitable for me and implement it. So this benchmarking is a process of comparing business process with the best in the industry. Okay, either you are trying to compare some business process or with the best practices which they are following and try to implement that in our company. Very simple. Okay, so we try to benchmark. We can benchmark anything as product, service, process. Okay, and the only thing which is important is that they have to only benchmark who are market leaders who are doing better in that particular process. Okay, so this benchmark doesn't have any specific reference to uh, what you have to benchmark. You can do benchmark for all process, product, customer service, practices, HR practices, inventory, research and development, cost, quality management, quality management, delivery, inventory, then brand reputation. Everything can be benchmarked. But the thing is, you cannot benchmark everything. Suppose if there is a confidential information like design or formula, you cannot benchmark it. What you have to do is you have to go through a proper legal connectivity and you have to get proper approval. Then only you can get the benchmarking done. And then only you can get the data. So for executing that kind of patent or copyrighted informations, you can approach the consultants who are available to help you at national as well as international levels, the American Productivity Quality Center and the Benchmark Exchange Council. All these guys were doing a wonderful job in making this benchmark successful and without any legal issues. Okay, so you may have a question whether this benchmarking is done by any customer, any companies. Yes, a lot of companies are doing benchmarking. For example, in the 1970s and 80s, the Xerox Corporation was having problem with their distribution practices. That is, they were not able to sell their commodities through this proper, because the distribution practices were improper and they were not able to rectify. So they went ahead and collected data from market and they found that a company called LL Bean was doing excellent in the distribution practices. See, LL Bean was just a commodity service company, commodity suppliers company, but they were having some wonderful distribution practices. So they adapted that and they started implementing in that. See, you may wonder what are the areas they were implementing. This is the areas they were implementing the benchmarking. That is in order processing speed. LL Bean was implementing. LL Bean seems to implement the order through computer programs. Okay, but Xerox machines were doing with transition methods and they were old traditional methods and they were able to process only fewer orders. And apart from that, the inventory management system of LL Bean was up to the latest methods, and but that of Xerox it was, the old one. So they were finding it difficult to process these orders. Sorry for the interruption. So they were doing the inventory management through standard categorization instead of following the inventory based on frequency. For example, if you went into the supermarket, if you go to the kitchen, see, it would have been arranged in the manner that the frequently used commodities, items, and spices are placed nearby, and the one which is used rarely are put far ahead, right? But LL Bean are doing that excellently well. But Xerox Corporation, they were following standard categorization. So it was not successful. So they started following LL Bean's practice of inventory arrangement, inventory management, and it improved the sales. It improved the accessibility to frequently required ordered items. Then when it comes to warehouse efficiency, the warehouse layout was very poor. But LL Bean, they have optimized the layout. So they were able to track and pick the components quickly, which reduced the travel time. So Xerox also implemented such things, and they were able to move the components quickly with a reduced leading time. Okay, with the reduced order processing time. Similarly, technology used for processing the orders and other methods were traditional in case of Xerox. Even though they are largest corporation in the 1970s and 80s, okay, they find it difficult with the traditional methods. So, but LL Bean was using latest methods, and Xerox they implemented it, and they were able to improve their operational efficiency. So, this is how Xerox Corporation was studying and implementing the LL Bean's warehousing practices to enhance its distribution practices. Okay, similarly, many companies all over the world, even Indian companies, Amul, Infosys, Tata Steel, okay, they were doing this benchmarking for many years. ICICI Bank was the first to introduce a digital transformation, which was followed by many banks. Then Delhi Metro, they copied it from other countries, developed countries like European and American countries. And later it was followed in all cities. Then Amul, they were the first to start the cooperative society supply chain. And it went to all communities and many cooperative societies were formed thereafter. Okay. Similarly, Infosys were known for the transparency in governance. Later on, every company implemented that. Then McDonald's, they were the first to start these operations in franchisee mode. Nowadays, you can see there are so many franchises, right? So all these are result of because of this benchmarking. Okay. So this is how this brainstorming, creative thinking, and benchmarking help you to generate solutions. What it does, gentlemen, it helps you to generate solutions. Okay, now how to evaluate and select the solution? Just a moment. Hello. Okay, so these three tools will help you to generate solutions. Okay, so once you generate the solutions, you must select and evaluate the solution. For that, you have two tools, nominal group technique and multi-voting. What is this nominal group technique? See, when it is difficult to conduct a common session and select the solutions, when it is difficult to gain the group consensus, because many higher hierarchy level people, top management people may be present in your team. So the issue may be quite controversial with complex solutions. In that case, you are going to conduct this solution selection and evaluation in a silent mode. How to do it? See, first you have to introduce the idea. You have to introduce the team and ask them to come to a conference hall and give them a A4 sheet and ask them to write the solution. Okay, ask them to write the solution silently. Ask them to write the solution silently without any discussion. Okay, so that is called, first step is called idea generation. That is called idea generation. Okay, once the idea is written, then each member of the group who has written the idea has to share the idea, and the coordinator has to write the idea in the gray whiteboard. Okay, for example, if Nataraj has said two ideas, it will be written as 1 and 2. Okay, if Ishwar has said two ideas, it will be written as 3 and 4. So all the participant ideas will be written one by one. And there is no discussion, only a technical discussion, and there is no argument or debate over that. Only a technical discussion will be held. What do you mean by technical discussion? That is, if you have any technical queries over that particular solution, you can ask. You can ask for it. Okay, ask for the explanation, ask for the technical specification, that will be given. So you cannot argue about it. So there is no argument. So the third step is discussion about the technical feasibility and other things. Then the fourth one is voting and ranking. So each idea generated by the members will be given some rank based on the priority, and common average is taken, and we are going to select or prioritize the top solution. See, for example, these are the ideas generated by the team. So nearly we have only, for example, I have taken only 5 for the space constraint. So member A, he has given marks like this for each idea: 4, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9. Member he has given like this. Member C, member D, member E, all of them has given marks like this. Okay. So for the ideas. So now, if you take the average, which one is getting the first rank? Okay, the first design, the second, third, fourth, it is getting ranks like this. Now, you can choose the top 3 for next level. Okay, so the top 3 can be prioritized for next level. So this is how you generate and evaluate and prioritize the solution, which can be moved to the next level. Okay, guys, this is how you conduct the nominal group technique. This is a wonderful technique because it reduces the debate and arguments which comes out unnecessarily when top management people are there, with whom they are trying to influence the solution selection based on their knowledge, and others may afraid of speaking against them. That is very common in industries. So if you use this nominal group technique, everybody will agree over it, and they will not get offended or they will not object the way the solution was selected, because it is an analytical simple calculation and evaluation, so which makes everyone agree over it. So it is a good example for logical selection of solution. And even the criteria, see, even suppose if you are giving marks for every solutions, you will be aware of the solution and the impact of the solution on the problem, so it is automatically evaluated. So this is how you use a nominal group technique. Now, multi-voting. How multi-voting can be done? Multi-voting can be done in the same manner. See, for example, let us say multi-voting is done to narrow down the list of alternates. See, in order to prioritize among the list of alternate, okay, you can go for multi-voting. See, for example, already the solution is generated, and each member, for example, you are having a team of 20 members or 15 members. Each member is given 3 or 4 or 5 votes, depending upon the number of solutions you have. If you have 10 solutions, you can have 3 votes. If you have 15, you can go for 4 or 5. If you have 20 solutions, you can go for 5. So like that, you are going to allocate the number of votes for each member. Each member can vote for any solution they like. For example, Nataraj can vote 1 for 2, 1 for 3, 1 for 4, and 2 votes for 5, fifth solution. So like this, the members can vote for any solution they like, but only they'll be having 5 or 4 votes. Now let us take this example. 20-member team is going to actually choose which one is important for the multi-voting by through multi-voting. So normally 15 items are there. So okay, so we give 5 votes for each person. Okay, so totally you'll be getting 100 votes because 20 members are there, 15 solutions are there, 15 issues or solutions are there. Okay, so what's going to happen? Each people are casting their votes, and this is how the votes are casted. And after that, and when you check the number of votes, 2 and 14 seems to get better votes. And similarly, if you look at the 7, 8, okay, and 15, it seems to have very low scores. So it has been eliminated, and the 2 and 14 are prioritized for implementation. So this is multi-voting. That is, you are selecting the solution based on the number of votes given by the team members, your team members, and each member is given more than one vote, like 3 or 4 or 5, depending upon the total number of solutions and the total number of people present. So finally, the number of votes is counted, and the solution with the higher number of votes, top 3 solution with the higher number of votes is prioritized for implementation in the next. Okay, this is how you can select the solution. So nominal group technique and multi-voting are helpful in selecting and evaluating the solutions based on the ranks and number of votes. Okay, any questions from that gentleman? Any questions?
No, sir, we are good.
Okay, so once you have done this, you are going to implement the solution on pilot basis or trial basis. What is pilot basis? See, for example, Sanjay.
Hello. Pilot is the small scale.
Yeah,
so we can
correct.
generate the idea. Yeah.
Yes, piloting is small scale implementation of the solution. See, during the COVID period, when the pharmaceutical companies that developed vaccine, whether the vaccine was given to the public usage immediately or what they did.
The testing
Right?
will be done by internally.
So they were testing. They went for a clinical trial. They went for vaccination of volunteers and keep the volunteers under observation. That is called clinical trial. And the volunteers are kept under observation, and the functions of vital organs like heart, lungs, kidney, liver, and many such organs were monitored, and they are implemented and is monitored, and if there are any side effects, it was notified, and later onwards, when it is going to be used for the crowd, when it is going to be used for the people, in advance they say when you inject this vaccine, you will be getting fever, nausea, vomiting, and body pain and headache. So they gave supporting medications along with the vaccination. All of us know about it, right? So without clinical trial, you won't be able to understand the difficulties or challenges, okay, which you have in the solution. So before going to implement the solution, you have to implement the solution on small scale basis, okay, and you have to ensure that the solutions, difficulties, trials, and challenges are identified, and it is corrected, and then it is sent for full scale implementation. So in order to find out the difficulties, challenges, you are going to do this pilot implementation, trial implementation. Apart from this, the organization won't fund any project which is going to be a failure one. So in order to prove your organization top management that your project is going to be successful also, you have to ensure that the solution is implemented on trial basis and the results are successful. So in order to identify the difficulties, challenges, hardships, and complexities present in the solution, and in order to find out the real nature of the solution also, you have to implement the solution on trial basis. So while implementing the solution on trial basis, you have to be careful. Because, for example, let us see two things which you are, two examples. See, a hospital is trying to implement barcode-based medication tracking. See, They may be having 100 watts. See, first they will start with 1 watt. So the objective of the piloting is to ensure accuracy of patient's medications. The patient medication has to be correctly tracked. Okay, then the errors in the medications must be reduced. Okay, and the nursing time must be reduced. Okay, so what are the important data they have to collect and calculate? What metrics they have to calculate? They have to calculate the medication error rate. If the medication error rate is less than what they have confirmed in the goal statement in the project charter. See, in the project charter, they have mentioned the goal. Okay, the goal is specific, smart, specific, measurable, attainable, time bounded, right? So this metric must satisfy that goal statement. In the goal statement, you said your error rate will be less than 5. Then during pilot implementation also, when you implement the solution in trial basis, the error rate, medication error rate must be less than 5. Then only you can accept the solution. Otherwise, you have to reject and change the solution, or you have to go for reworking the solution. So you have to measure this data and the nursing time. The nursing time also has to come down, and also the patient safety index has to improve. You cannot compromise the safety of the patient's data. You have to improve it. Okay, so all these metrics, if only they reach they reach the one which is mentioned in the goal statement in the project charter, you can go ahead and use it. Use that particular solution. Otherwise, you have to reject it or change the solution. You have to rework the solution. Similarly, if you take another example, in a manufacturing industry, they are planning to automate the entire company. But before that, they started with one assembly line. So what are the metrics they have to look into? Defect percentage must come down when you are automating the assembly line. Then the cycle time also must reduce. Then obviously it should lead to increase in productivity. So these three metrics, if they are satisfied based on the pilot implementation, the three metrics seems to be the three metrics are working good. Then obviously the three metrics are satisfactory. The three metrics match with the goal statement which you made on the project charter. Then only you can go for the implementation of this project, implementation of the solution. Okay, so that is how this pilot will help you to identify the complexities, difficulties, and lagging. Okay, in real time basis. Okay, there are so many examples which you can track it from many organizations in all sectors. They are doing this piloting in software and education, energy also. Okay, so before implementing a Lean Six Sigma solution, Emacs solution, ensure that it is implemented on trial basis and you collect the data and calculate the metrics which you are focusing on. And if these metrics are satisfied, if these metrics are satisfying what you have mentioned in the goal statement, then you can go for implementation of the solution on full scale basis. Okay, before going to implement the solution on full scale basis, you have to be careful, you have to be very cautious about it. Yes, you have to ensure that the FMEA is carried out before the implementation of solution on the full scale basis once again. Yes, you may have done the FMEA during the initial stages, but before implementation of solution on full scale, implementation of solution on the full scale basis, you have to go for FMEA implementation once again. Okay, then you have to develop three plans. One is communication plan. How you have to communicate from the top management to the lowermost hierarchy level. You have to communicate every people correctly so that the information about the implementation of the solution reaches everyone. So for top level people, you have to send proper mails. You have to give them letters. Okay, then the lowermost hierarchy people, you have to display notice boards, circulars, and all. Okay, then you have to provide a training plan. What is the training plan? See, if you are going to implement a new system, you have to ensure everybody is trained, right? For example, you are going to implement 5S or you are going to change some software in your ERP, whatever it is, you train people, then only they will follow it. Without training, nobody knows what is.
Plan, solution, implementation schedule.
Yes. So you have to train people. So you have to communicate, you have to train. See, for training also you must have a plan. You cannot pull all people from a department for training. If you do that, the entire department work will be affected. So simply you have to call 2 or 3 people from every department, train them, and in batches you have to train people. After that only you can implement the solution. Similarly, after training people, you go and implement the solution on full scale basis. Okay, either in phased manner or full scale single swipe manner. Okay, depending upon your organizational policy, climate, and environment. So you have to start with communication, then training, then you have to implement the solution on full scale basis. For implementing the solution, also you must have a timetable. Okay, then only the solution implementation will not affect your regular work in your process. So this is how you have to implement the solution on full scale basis. Once just at the moment of implementing the solution on full scale basis, you have to do a cost to benefit analysis. That is, the top management will be always focusing on the investment which they are doing. So you have to calculate the cost which you are investing and the benefits, tangible and intangible benefits which you are getting out of the project. Then only they will be satisfied. They will be happy. So they will be also ready to fund their future projects also. So this is how you have to implement the solution on full scale basis. Once you implement the solution on full scale basis, okay, you have to revalidate them. You have to check whether the solution is providing the expected results. How will you ensure it? You have to go and do the MSA once again. Why you have to do MSA, guys? Why you have to do? Guys,
To
why you have to
ensure that whatever the measurement that we have estimated during the measurement phase, so it is matching with the exactly or not, or is there any again variation that we are anticipating during the implementation?
To
So
find
that
if
again we
any
can bring that to the standard level.
Hey, what is the objective of MSA? Guys, what is the objective of MSA?
The objective is to validate the results.
Oh, MSA is measurement system analysis, guys.
to ensure the
Yeah,
gauges
so
are correctly
identify the variation in the measurement system.
Yes, it is to find out whether the measurement system is without errors, to find the variates present in the measurement system. So why you are doing the MSA? Because before collecting data to check whether the solution has performed well or not, you have to do the MSA to ensure that you are collecting data without errors. Okay, you are collecting data with less errors or errors within acceptable range only. Then only you can rely on this data. Then only you can accept this data. Then only you can accept the performance calculations which you are doing based on the data. So before collecting data for calculating the performance once again, do MSA. Now after that you collect the data and calculate the baseline performances. Sigma level, CP, CPK, FMEA, hypothesis testing, PP, PPK. Okay, first pass yield, traditional yield. You do every calculations. Why you have to do all this baseline performance calculations? To prove that your solution has been successful. Now you can compare this baseline performance values with the one which you have done in the measure phase. Guys, do you got it?
So based on pilot mode and full scale and small scale, both we have to analyze it.
No, pilots, small scale, it doesn't have to bother. Because based on small scale basis, you have done the full scale. After implementing the solution on full scale, you have to again do MSA, collect data, calculate all baseline performances. This baseline performances measure ensures, okay, based on this data only, you can say your top management, my solution is working because earlier the rejection rate was 10, now it is 2.5. Okay, earlier the sigma level was 3, now it is 4. CPK value was 1, now it is 1.6. So you can prove your top management that your solution has performed well. This is the purpose of doing this MSA
Excuse
and
me, sir.
collecting data. Yeah.
Hello. Sir, this is can I share one small example about this?
Yeah,
This
please go ahead.
pilot implementation and full scale validation. Suppose we have to develop one product, right, sir?
Yeah.
So we get the idea, generate the idea. Then we had make the recipe, develop the product. Then this product is the pilot in the lab scale. Then small quantity of 10 kg, whatever the 12 kg, then we send to the sales team. The sales team is test. Okay, the test is fine. and it will beat to the markets. So then we send to the our distributor small bottle, 2, 3, 4, 5, or one packet, one packet. Then they give the feedback. So
Yeah.
this is the small scale. The pilot scale generate the idea and prepare the product and the implementation. Then we do once it is the finalized, then we go to the costing. Then costing is okay. Then we take the production. Then production commercial we take the full scale implementation. Then we can after that we can do the improvement validation. Then we can add into the production the validation through the Six Sigma level CP, K, FM, ESA. This kind of the complete the example. It is okay, sir?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. So after you can go for full scale production, and you can once the product is successful with the market, you can give it to your distributors and the customer. After again also you
Yes,
have to
yes.
collect data, and you have to ensure that the product performance is good in sales, in customer satisfaction everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. That is good sharing. Okay, so
Okay.
whatever division or process you are in, either it may be software or it may be some kind of store management or restaurant or hotel or hospital, you have to collect data again, and you have to ensure that the results are in line with your committed results which you do in the initial stage. Earlier you committed on results in the project charter, right? In the defined phase. Okay, in the goal statement. You have to achieve that. Then only the top manager will be pleased with you. Okay, so you have to ensure that. So after implementation of the solution, you have to calculate the data, calculate all the baseline performances once again. Okay, so that you can uh, confirm your top management, your process as well. Anybody with any other ideas or questions about this pilot and full scale implementation?
Understood, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
actually, I'm doing this job, sir. Then first
No.
into the markets, if anybody have the good product which is fast moving and getting the good sale, good margin, then I search to the market analysis, and take the samples and develop the product, send to the sales, then sales send to the distribution to test. It is fine. Then costing, then I'm taking the production, the commercial production.
So good, good, excellent.
So
So
this is
yeah, real.
from pilot to commercial. Yeah, this is
Yes,
from
very good.
pilot to commercial, then finally improvement the validation if any issues at that defect or make the SOP and the ensure and validate the process.
Okay, excellent. So you are doing it all the time. So you can improvise it, still improvise it, collect the data accurately, and ensure that the product is performing well in the market. So your product sales may improve and your profit and revenue may grow. Great.
See, in that validation, during validation, if the performance is failure, mean we have to go back and regenerate solution. How is it, sir?
See, that is why you have pilot implementation. The
Yes,
solution should not fail. If your solution fails in pilot, then it is okay. You can go ahead and recheck, and you can go ahead and check it out. If there is no other way of finding the error, then obviously you have to change the solution. But you cannot change the solution after you go for full scale implementation. That is tough. That is why you do everything in the pilot implementation. You do the pilot implementation very seriously, Sarman. Otherwise, it
okay,
will be difficult for you because you are implementing the solution on full scale basis and high cost. Okay, if you just want to take it back or revamp it, it will be creating chaos in the company, and the top manager will be highly dissatisfied, unsatisfied. So you have
yes,
to ensure that you implement the pilot small scale implementation very seriously. You collect the data and you ensure that the performance metrics are reached. If the performance metrics are not reached in the pilot itself, you check the errors, you check for fault, and if you are able to find it, rework on the solution and implement it. If you are unable to find the error and the performance in the pilot, if it is unsuccessful, if it doesn't reach your committed target, then you have to change the solution. You have to go for alternate solution. That is the only option. So don't think about changing the solution after full scale implementation. Change,
Okay.
do whatever you want during the pilot itself.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Okay. Guys, anybody having any other questions? Okay.
Sir,
Yeah. Okay.
this improve phase is the pilot plant before meet the final project and before full scale rule out. I'm okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. So if you have no other questions, we will move to the next one. So this is how we started this improve phase. In the improve phase, we are trying to generate the solutions and evaluate it and select it using tools like brainstorming, creative thinking, benchmarking, nominal grouping, and multi-voting. Then FMEA has to be used. We have already used this FMEA for evaluation, and last week itself we have studied this FMEA. What do you understand from FMEA, guys? Any important terminologies from FMEA?
Sir, what is the PUG matrix, sir? FME is the failure mode error analysis. What is the PUG matrix, sir?
PUG matrix will be taught next week in Black Belt.
Okay, sir. Okay. Because it was not covered. That is why I asked you.
Actually, it is a decision matrix. It will help you to choose the right solution using criteria and small analytical mathematical calculations. This is a very interesting tool. We'll be teaching this PUG matrix. PUG matrix or decision matrix. Okay, so as I was speaking about this FMEA, right? Any important terminologies which you remember in FMEA, guys? Important terminology.
This risk priority number.
Very good, very good. Risk priority number. Then if risk
RPN,
priority
sir.
number is RPN, then another important terminology is action priority.
Action priority.
It's risk priority number and action priority. So how this RPN is calculated, guys? Anybody remember it? How it is calculated?
Sir, RPN is depends on the severity, occurrence, and detect score of the focus improvement and high risk.
Yes, very good. So RPN is the product of the severity, occurrence, and detection. So you just decide based on the table, and based on that you calculate the RPN, and based on RPN you prioritize the failures that is present in the solution. So FMEA is a wonderful tool which will help you to evaluate the solution. And after doing FMEA only, you have to go for pilot implementation. After doing the pilot implementation, and if the pilot implementation results are encouraging and successful, then you have to think about implementing the solution on full scale basis. Before implementing the solution on full scale basis, also you have to do FMEA and identify any errors or weakness that is present in the solution. And after that, you have to go for full scale implementation. Okay. So FMEA is very important. Yeah.
So this is FMEA. It is based on it's find out the customer need, customer failure, or root
actually,
cause of the.
no, FMEA QFD is what you can do to identify convert the customer needs into technical specifications. But FMEA is trying to identify the solution, errors, weakness that is present in the solution. So actually, we had a problem. So we have selected the problem and we have defined it, measured it, analyzed. And now we are trying to find the solution. So the solution for the problem is evaluated. The solution for the problem is evaluated. If the solution seems to have more failures, then obviously, then you have to think about dropping the solution. If the failures in the solutions cannot be corrected, then you have to change the solutions. Very simple.
Basically, it can be kind of the root cause for find out the solution. Correct, sir?
Actually, root cause is responsible for the solution. It's responsible for the problem. Root cause is responsible for the problem. You are trying to find solution for the root cause.
Okay. We find the solution through FMEA for the root cause.
No. Actually, you are trying to find the solution for the root cause, and that solution must be strong enough to eliminate the root cause, right? So FMEA evaluates the performance of the solution. What is mean by evaluation? For example, there are 26 participants. I am going to conduct a test. After conducting the test, I am evaluating. And at the end, I am saying, yes, Sanjay has performed well. Ishwar has performed well. Saravanan has performed well. So I am able to evaluate the performance after conducting certain tests. Okay.
Okay, understand.
So
Understand,
the
sir.
performance of the solutions can be identified by finding the weakness. If the solution is having more weakness, then obviously it cannot perform well. The solution is having less weakness or minimum major weakness, then it can perform well. So FMEA helps you to find out the all possible failures that is present in the solution, and you have to eliminate or reduce or suppress the solution failures so that it doesn't affect the solution.
Yeah.
For example, during COVID period, all schools, colleges, and training institutions were closed. So, what was the solution to educate people? How we can do it?
Online, Zoom and
See,
all.
yes, but if you go for online training program, there are so many failures that can happen. What are the common failures that will affect the online training program?
Yeah.
Internet might not work.
Yes, that kind of problems are there. So, but in companies, you cannot allow this kind of problems to happen, right? You have to be ensured that the solution is successful to the core, to the final extent. If you say to the top management, sir, the solution has failed, they will fire, right? They will fire literally. So we have to be very careful and we have to ensure that the solution doesn't have so many errors or issues before implementing it. That is what
Yeah, yeah.
FMEA will help you to do.
One question,
Example.
sir.
Yes, go.
If you say
Please go
that
ahead.
the all possible errors that will have that we need to put it in FMEA. For example, the case that we picked up in the COVID situation for a group of people, if internet is being the high priority risk under the severity occurrence and all, so the RPN will be high. But in case, for example, if that solution is permanently fixed, for example, in any case internet, for example, if it has been permanently fixed as an issue for that case, will the severity will come down or we have to remove that as a risk itself?
Yeah, actually, most of the times you cannot reduce the severity. It is very difficult. See, internet failure internet disconnectivity is a high severe failure. Why? Because if it happens, the entire course will not be running, will not be in operation. There is no training program at all if the internet is disconnected. So obviously, what you can do is you can arrange for a stable internet connection and you can have a standby internet connection also, so that you don't have that kind of situation, that kind of error or that kind of failure that should not occur. You have to ensure that kind of failure should not occur. So you have to make arrangements, reduction system, and ensure the failure does not happen frequently. Then you can bring down the RPN value, but most of the times it is difficult to bring the severity rank down.
So the higher the RPN number, it is for the management to be cautious. That's the purpose then.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know. Maybe sir is offline. Internet issue. Maybe.
He has to rejoin it again.
Okay.
That actually in that pilot mode itself we have to do validation, sir, all the analysis like FMEA and all. Sanjay?
Yeah. Sir, slide is not visible. I don't know.
No. I am surrounded. Actually, I'm so like
surrounded. Okay.
I'm
Srinivasan.
with you. Yeah. I am interacting with you. So like pilot
Listen.
mode itself, we have to do all the validation like FMEA and other analysis and all. We have to do it in pilot mode itself. I am asking.
Yeah, understand. Let me share one example for the COVID situation. You know, the best example, the school is closed, everything is closed, the people uh, took help of, online. One is the Zoom software, another is the teammate, and then, but they came later. You know, Zoom is the difficulty. After 30 minutes, he is again log off, log in, right? And but the teammate, if you do the login, there is a no hidden and no issues. There is smoothly going on. You understand the point? So this is the same. situation in this the topic going on. So that is why
Initially, I think
FMEA the analysis. Then we suggested teammate is good. We are not going with the Zoom. Nowadays also Zoom after 30-40 minutes it is stopped. The meeting is stopped. Then again joining. Sometime asking money. So this is the FMEA. We are the doing the analysis. Then everybody is going to for online meeting on the teammate. So this kind of example I just want to understand, and me also want to understand.
That's
Right?
okay. That's okay. So what I'm
Now
asking,
understand.
it's okay. This is one scenario. So if we are doing any pilot mode in our organization, okay, now so
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that we have to validate all the analysis, like now before
Yeah, yeah.
implement to full scale mode.
You just jump into full scale model, okay? But first we have to let me understand you one example. What the share I have shared with sir. One product is A, right? Into the market, fast moving product. The company A, right? A company is the A product. Very easy to understand. So me is the B company, and his product is selling very well. All the people are taking his stock. There is
Okay,
short into the
guys.
market. Whatever a factory producing, all next day is finished and getting the lot of money. But my product is not selling. Very slow. Selling, but very slow. So what I will do, B company, I will pick the sample from the market and I will taste. I will feel the taste. I will do the another person. They will do the sensory, who are the expert, my sensory team and the sales team. When the sales team will say, okay, you can make it, then I will search the raw material. For lab trial is concerned. Okay, I will make 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liter, 10 liter. Okay, one time it will not the finalize. Then I will apply FMEA. I will hidden trial. Okay, I will less something, sometimes sugar, sometimes citric acid. Example. Then finally I will make it. Right.
Okay.
Here we will do the validation and FMEA. Right. When product is fine, then I will go to the sales. Now it is fine. This is the market product, and this product I have prepared. You compare with the A factory product, A organization product. My sales team will say, okay, it is fine. Our is better than this. Okay. Then this is also, the troubleshooting and FEMA. Okay. Then we send to the distributor. Then he's saying, oh, it's very good product. Then we do the costing. Costing is no FEMA, only just the costing. If costing is fine, then we go to the full scale basis on the market distributor and the layman consumer feedback. Right?
Yes, yes.
Then
Okay,
this is the
Sanjay, that's
validation.
Yes,
okay.
understood.
This is completely
Yes.
validation. FEMA. Everywhere is the available FEMA.
Okay,
Okay,
Right?
Sanjay, that is a good explanation on your part regarding the improve phase. Okay, sorry guys, actually I got disconnected because of some power issues. Actually, the host is now with Kumar Raja. Who is Kumar Raja? Are you available online, Kumar Raja?
Yes, sir.
I think this is first time he's hosting it. Actually.
Yeah, actually you have to transfer the host to me. Okay, so what you have to do is choose my name on the participants, and there are 3 dots. You just click on make host. Then only I'll be able to control the recording and other things. So actually, this is one of the important failures that could happen in the online training program. You got disconnected because of power failure in my case. Okay.
We are discussing internally,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Thanks for the discussion. So in the short span of time, you people are still working on improve phase. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Great. That's great. So actually, we have one more phase to cover, and we have only minimum time left. Okay. So finally, we are going for this control phase. So now all of us are very clear with so many examples from myself and from Sanjay, right? So that was a good learning for you, how it can be practically implemented. Okay, now we are in the final phase. What is the final phase, guys? It is the control phase. The control phase is also very important because you may have implemented a solution which is quite successful, but whether the solution will be successful for a long term, that is what we have to see. So we have to ensure that the solution is successful for a long term. So how you can ensure that the solution is successful for long term? By providing certain control measures, certain control system, so that the root cause does not occur again on the same process. The root cause which created the problem, which spoiled your production, which spoiled your uh, profit, which spoiled your customer satisfaction, which brought disaster to your organization, should not occur once again in the process. To ensure that only, you have to implement certain control system, control measures to keep the root cause. Critical X means root cause under control. Okay, and after that, you have to document everything and you have to transfer the process to the respective owner and close the project. Okay. So what you are going to get out of the control phase? The control phase, you are going to implement certain control measures. Okay, so that first you start with a control plan. That control plan comprises of 6 or 7 components. And the purpose of the control plan is to monitor and sustain the improvement. What improvement? You have attained some improvement, right? That improvement is because of the result of your solution. So your solution will be affected if the same root cause occurs once again. So you have to ensure that the same root cause should not occur in your process. The root cause will create the problem. In a different mode, the root cause may occur in your process. So to monitor the root cause and to eliminate it, you have to develop a plan. Then and there. Okay. So control plan helps you to monitor and sustain the improvement which you have attained as a result of the solution which you have implemented. Okay, to help that, you have control charts also in your armory. So they already have learned about these control charts. The control charts will help you to detect the presence of abnormal or special causes. What it will do, guys? It will help you to detect the presence of abnormal or special causes. Okay. And finally, you document everything and you transfer to the respective owner of the process. So this is what we are going to do in the control phase. Okay. So in the control phase, so to be more precise, you have this control plan. What is this control plan, guys? So the control plan is the one which you have to implement during the control phase. Process documentation. What is this process documentation? See, you have to update every document which is relevant to the process after implementing the solution. Because during implementation of the solution, you may have altered the process, how it works, how the flow must be there in the process may have been altered. So you have to develop new procedures, standard operating procedures, procedures for doing your FMEAs, flow charts, process maps has to be created and updated in the documents. You may have developed you may have implemented new methods, new software, so training manuals, monitoring plans, okay, charts, reports, control chart reports, how to read it, everything has to be documented. Then response plan, everything must be documented. Okay, so scope and job description of any people who are ordered with new responsibilities. That is all about process documentation. Apart from that, you have to ensure that the documentation plan outline was made. See, for example, let us say control chart. Let us take a document called control charts. What are the items that needs to be carried out, monitored using the control charts? Let us say process defect percentage. Okay, who is responsible? Let us say Sanjay is responsible. Who is responsible for modification? Let us say Saronan. Who is responsible for reviewing? Let us say it is Ishwar or Balasubramanian. So if you put a responsibility chart like this, people will be working automatically. And what is the frequency? Every 30 days once. So if you put a documentation plan like this, obviously people will be working without anybody's monitoring them or recommending them or following them or insisting them. Okay, so you have to develop certain control measures like this. Then you have to develop response plan. What is a response plan? See, for example, if something goes wrong or something, if there is a deviation or violation or fluctuation, and then the people will start to panic. They will say, just now only we implemented the solution. How this violation can happen? They will panic. So to avoid that, you have to develop some response plan and put it in the shop floor, put it in the software team, do the does and don'ts like this. And you have to ensure they doesn't run from pillar to pillar when something goes wrong. See, for example, if you go to an ATM machine, you just plug in the card. The money was not coming out of the ATM machine, but amount got deducted in your account. So you will be panicked, right? So what do you do immediately, guys? What will you do? There is a response plan in the ATM room itself, right?
Sir, there will be number, we will call them.
Call the customer care.
Yeah, there will be a number in the ATM machine room itself. If your money is deducted and you didn't receive it in the ATM machine, call this number. If card got struck, call this number. There is some response plan.
We will also get message simultaneously.
Yeah, response plans are there. Very good. That is excellent. Similarly, if you are using an elevator or an escalator, for example, lift, if you got stuck, then obviously you can see a lot of information is present, like which button you have to press, emergency button is there, press it. Then they will say contact this number. All these things are response plans. Similarly, you have to develop response plan based on what could go wrong, how they have to respond, who is responsible, and what kind of actions has to be warranted in this case. All these activities must be developed as a document and should be displayed in the shop floor or in the production floor and the quality area or wherever our inventory house or in the production house or in the hospital management or wherever it is. So it will reduce the panic and people will be able to act swiftly as per the response plan. Similarly, risk mitigation plan. See, for example, if you know tomorrow there will be a server down and the bank is not going to work, you will go in advance and remove money from the server, money from the ATM machine. Right? That is risk mitigation plan. For example, you are planning a function in your home tomorrow, a grand function, but you got information that the electricity board is planning for an outage. They are going for some maintenance, so there will be no power. So what will you do, guys? What will you do? Simple.
Go for a generator, keep generator and all.
It's very simple. You develop you arrange a genset and you connect the function. You won't cancel the function or postpone it, right? You will plan to manage the risk so that it doesn't affect the process. Similarly, you have to develop risk mitigation plan. If something goes wrong, how to avoid the loss, how to avoid the disaster, how to reduce the impact and manage it without any great loss. Similarly, you can develop okay. It is called mistake proofing technique, guys. It is called mistake proofing technique. What is mistake proofing technique? You implement warning okay. What is this warning okay? See, for example, you are driving a car, doesn't wear the seat belt. What will happen?
Beep sound will
detect sound will come.
Yes, a warning sound will come. That is called warning okay. So the warning okay helps you to eliminate the error even before it is about to make. Say you are about to make an error. That is, if you drive without wearing a seat belt, that may not be good for us. So it is giving a warning to avoid an error before it is made. Okay. So similarly, for example, let us take a SIM card. Can you put the SIM card in the wrong direction or in the wrong position in a mobile phone slot?
That tray will not accept. There is no provision.
So,
even though the error occur in the mobile itself also.
See, you cannot put the SIM card in a wrong position because the SIM card tray itself is designed in such a manner that you will be forced, you will be controlled to do it correctly. Even though you don't have sufficient knowledge about it, you'll be forced to do it correctly. That is control poke. See, you have to make sure that the control mechanisms in the system will force the operators or technicians or people to do it correctly. Okay, that is how control poke help you to avoid an error. It will avoid, it will develop, it is created in such a manner that making an error will be impossible. Okay, that is called control poke. I will show you examples for that, don't worry. Shutdown poke. See, for example, if you are putting the password wrongly for 3 times in mail or in internet banking, what will happen, guys? What will happen, guys?
Card will get blocked.
It will be blocked. And if you are putting the ATM card wrong, or ATM card pin wrongly for 3 times, it will be blocked.
Even you can't insert the card in a wrong direction also. That may be also a problem.
Okay.
That
So
knocking also will happen actually. That day we cannot.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why it is happening, guys? We ask, it is called shutdown POK. Okay. The server thinks that somebody is trying to access your account without your knowledge. It is thinking of unauthorized access. So it tries to prevent that error from happening by shutting down the system. By shutting down the system. Okay, so during a fire accidents in high-rise buildings, in high-rise buildings, automatically the lift will be locked. Lift will not work. Do you know why?
Basically, someone should not get stuck in the.
Yeah, people should not use lift in high-rise buildings. They should not use lift. If they use the lift, then they may got stuck in the lift and they may face fatal injuries or they may die. So to avoid that, immediately the lift will be eliminated from the system and it will be locked. And they have to use only the stairs. So this kind of shutdown POK will prevent the errors from happening by shutting down the system. Okay, when a defect is about to happen, when an error is about to happen, when a mistake is about to happen, the system shuts down and eliminates the error. So these three kind of POKs are very common and you can use it. See, you can use this very common in India, right? In railway tracks, we have some signal system that is a warning POK. But whether it was successful, no. Most of the times, people will keep on crossing until the train comes, until the very second the train comes. But if you put a barricade, it is called control POK. Here you can see that people are not able to cross and the efficiency of this system improves by 90%. So always go for control POK wherever it is possible. Similarly, here you can see, you can see this kind of colored cables and slots in television, set-top boxes, VCRs, PlayStations.
Yes.
Imagine if there is no colored cable and no colored slots. What will happen, guys?
Wrong cable will be inserted.
Wrong cable will be inserted. You will be confused, right? You doesn't know which cable is for which slot. So
Appropriate
obviously,
but we cannot able to understand that.
yes, you don't understand. You find it very difficult to find out which cable is for which slot, and obviously you'll be confused, and sometimes it may lead to trial and error method, and it may affect the component also. So this kind of things may happen. To avoid that, we are putting some colors, and you are
Sir,
controlled
even in
to track it properly.
industry, different color hoses will be there. Hoses and pipes. Blue for pneumatic air, red for vacuum, or another color for oxygen, acetylene, like that.
Very good, very good. So if you are looking into this welding, oxyacetylene cable and cylinder will be in a different color. Oxygen cylinder will be in a different color. Okay, so why? Because it is easy to identify and avoid mistakes easily.
In hospital also, we can see that instead of oxygen, if a person has been given carbon dioxide, that's all.
Yeah, that's a very nice example. So everywhere they are giving color codes. Why? Because you are able to identify and avoid error. You are controlled to do things correctly. That is called control POK. Similarly, here you can see control POK. That is in assembly line, some items are not mentioned properly. So when it is moving in the conveyor, a limit switch identifies it correctly and gives an alarm. So a control POK, a warning POK. So now obviously, and you are able to remove that component and send it back to machine. So this kind of POKs can be implemented wherever you want. Okay. So similarly, I can add you some examples. Yes. Here is an example. See, for example, this see in Chennai there is a coastal road called the East Coast Road. There are frequent accidents happening there. See what the government is, they put on some speed display boards. That is, if any vehicle is crossing the particular speed display board, it's more than the prescribed speed. That is, the prescribed speed is only 80 kilometers per hour. So if they are running at higher speed, driving at higher speeds, it will be blinking on red. If only they drive at less than 80, it will be on green. So you can see this vehicle is crossing at 84. So it is displayed in red. So this is also a warning POK. Okay. Then similarly here you can see this is our drilling machine with no POK system. We clearly has to depend upon the efficiency of the particular drilling operator. But let us see, next one is a control pocket. The control pocket, a stop rod was connected to the drill bit holder. So when the particular and depth is drilled, the stop rod will touch the surface of the drilling machine. And obviously, the operator will came to know and he will stop drilling. But in this case, we have attached a warning light, a buzzer light. So when the stop rod comes close to this surface plate, now obviously the buzzer light will glow and the operator will stop in time. So warning pocket will help you to eliminate the error here also. Okay. So this is how you can implement lot of POKs and you'll be able to reduce the errors which may reduce the successfulness of your solution. Okay, so a lot of things can happen like this, guys. Okay. Then apart from that, see, I think you might not have discussed about this. See, in control charts, a lot of things may happen. See, in the control charts is the interpretation of your process. Okay, it is help you to monitor the process stability. See, for example, here in this case, the control charts seems to be having a certain data above the control limit. So you might understand there are some problems. But what is present in this chart? Everything is good. Everything is below within the well within the control limits. But still, you can understand. Okay, there are continuous data above the line and continuous data below the line. So this kind of data creates some suspicious among the process, suspicious activities that might happen in the process. Okay, so you have to check the way which the data was collected and data was interpreted, and you have to check for any abnormal cause. You have to check for any manipulation or fabrication of data. So even though the data looks good, you have to cross-verify it then and there. Then only the operators will not manipulate or fabricate the data. Here also you can see the data looks very fine. It is well within the control limits, but obviously there is a pattern. Naturally, no pattern evolves in any cycle in natural process. So if the pattern is evolving here, you have to verify the process and immediately check the data also. So I will come to this later. So here also you can see the data is well within the control limits. But you can see there are 7 points which are continuously descending. So the descending of the points, you may think it is normal engineer may think it is common. What he thinks, everything is fine, yeah, it is well within the control limit. So what is that to look into it? But obviously, if these points are continuously descending, then you have to cross-verify the data collection and you have to check the process. Because our job is to identify anything that may go wrong before it happens. That is your job, gentlemen. As a green belt and as a black belt, and you have the responsibility of identifying things before it goes wrong, before something goes abnormal. Okay, so even if the control chart looks good, and if the points are continuously descending or ascending, if many points are above the center line, if many points are below the center line, if it is having a cyclic pattern, you must cross-check, verify, inspect how the data is collected, how the process is working, because it doesn't want things to go wrong. Okay, you have to identify it even before it gets wrong. Okay, this you can see, it's wonderful chart, right? Everything is close to the center line, but this is not at all possible. Either the operator has manipulated or he has fabricated the data. So you just go ahead and check how he has collected. You investigate the data collection system, the instruments, the methods, everything has to be verified. Okay, similarly, you have one more data. See, the data is far away from the center line, close to the control limit line. Verify it again and again. So these kind of the abnormalities that may happen can be identified from this kind of patterns. So you have to be very careful, gentlemen. Yes, if you fail to detect the abnormalities in the early stage, okay, this is what you will face. If you detect the abnormalities from the control charts in the earlier stage, this is what will you face. Okay, which one will you prefer?
Obviously, early stage.
Early stage only.
This is controllable. All of you might have seen this movie. This is much more controllable, right? This is purely out of control. So it is always good. Okay, you detect the abnormalities present in the process using the control charts, and you are able to handle it carefully. Okay, so the abnormalities which I showed you in the control charts, is a perfect example for this movie. How many of you have seen this movie? First part.
Yeah.
Nobody has seen it, huh?
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no,
Yeah,
sir.
I have seen.
Yes, seen.
Yes. What is the inference? See, there was a situation when all the data provided seems to be perfect. It was not real, right?
Yeah.
So the inference is you should not believe what you see in the graph all the time. If you find anything suspicious, if your instinct says it is not good, correct, or there might be something wrong, you go and verify it. That is why I showed you the abnormalities. All the abnormalities which I showed. But everything was perfect, right? It was inside the control limit only, but descending. It was inside the control limit, but it was having a pattern. It was inside the control limit, but the data are close to the central line. It was inside the control limit, but it was close to the control limit line. All these things are perfect, but still something is not correct. So you have to verify it. Okay. Then finally, after implementing the control measures, okay, like the process documentation plan, risk plan, response plan, okay. Then control charts also you must check it then and there. That is statistical process control. Okay, then you have to document everything. Already we have spoken about documentation plan. So you have to document everything and put it as a document for reference in your company library or in your department. So that if anybody wants to do a similar project in DMAT, let them take it and refer it and do it. It's easy for them, right? So it will serve as a great reference for the people who are trying to do a similar project in your department or any other department in the future or in the present. Okay, so that is why you want to document everything. And finally, you have to uh, arrange a meeting with the plant owner and explain everything from beginning to end. What are the changes you have done? What are the activities you have carried out? What are the improvements you have done? You have achieved as a result of the solution. The SOPs, flow charts, everything has to be explained. Response plan, risk mitigation plan, okay. So that they also will go ahead with they also will follow the implementation and they will also able to sustain the result which you have achieved through this solution. Okay. So finally transfer the responsibility to the owner. And after that, you can wrap up the project and identify people who have worked well in your project and recognize them, award them, reward them, and have a party, encourage them, and celebrate. Yes. After that, you can wind up the project. This is how you complete the Six Sigma DMAT. Okay, guys. Any questions? Any questions, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The control, the control chart, the control phase, basically, the things should be controlled. Should be avoid any safety measures, like you have shared some examples, the speed also. So basically, the instrument or the process or machine should be equipped properly to control the process.
See,
This is I
actually,
understood.
that is called okay. What you are saying is called
yeah.
It's called okay.
Yeah.
But control chart, it helps you to monitor the stability of the process. How it does, you have to collect data regularly. You have to collect samples regularly. And all the data which was collected regularly in a certain frequency. For example, your organization may be having 3 shifts or 2 shifts. You collect you collect twice a shift. So at the end of the day, if your company is running for 2 shifts, you'll be having data. You have collected data 4 times in one day. So like that, the data may get accumulated for 1 week. So what you can do is you can plot the data in the control charts, either X bar chart or S bar S chart or whatever data which is preferable for you. So when you plot the data and if you find this kind of abnormalities like continuous points, declining, inclining, above the line, below the line, close to the line pattern, then you have to sense some kind of abnormality may present. It is just a small suspicious, like a policeman. A policeman, when he sees a thief, he will sense something wrong, right? Even though if he has not committed any fault, he will inquire him. What they are doing here? What is the purpose? Just like that, you have to sense some suspicious things, and you have to check, cross-check, verify, inspect. Why you are doing that? Because you don't want to face a great danger, disaster. Okay, after it happens, you want to stop it, rectify it, eliminate it even before it occurs. Okay, so control chart can help you to find out abnormalities. Okay, in the initial stage, that is what we are trying to do. But if you are implementing something to avoid mistakes or accidents, that is called okay.
Yeah, understand, sir. Thank you very much for the explanation.
Okay, great, gentlemen. It is nice to have. Any other questions?
Yes, sir. Before handovering to that project to that process owner, so how many days we take to like analyze for handovering it actually?
If you are completely ready with this conclusion report, you can call for a meeting. Okay, you have to arrange a meeting with the top management and you have to get their approval. If they gave approval for handovering the process to the back to the owner, you inform them properly through communication channels. You arrange all documents. Then ensure in a particular day you conduct the meeting, and you have to keep the respective people or the managers or the supervisors so that they are aware of what changes have happened in the process, and you have to explain them in proper videos, PPTs, and you have to explain the documents. You have to explain the various changes which you have made, training manuals. Everything must be explained. So you have to do it within 10 to 15 days. That is good.
Okay. That duration would be 10 to 15 days actually.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Right, guys. It is nice to have all of you back. Okay. See you all of you back in this session. Probably next week we will be meeting for the black belt with Fugue Matrix. Okay. Take a break.
Sir, next class also. Excuse me, sir.
Next week for black belt class available, sir, actually.
Yes, next week. Oh, I think there might be a break, and you'll be having a
Next
1
week
week
is a break, sir. Yeah, next week is a break. Yeah.
Next week is a break, and after
22nd and 20. So sorry, 2nd and 3rd April will be the class next.
Yeah.
April.
As obviously 26th you will be having a class, I believe.
Yeah. We don't have any class.
Yeah. Next week you are going to have a break and you enjoy the green belt, and after that you come for black belt. I will be meeting you in Fugue Matrix 6R thinking technique and control chart for variables, control chart for attribute data. Okay, guys, RK will be coming for the next session with the case study and for feedback regarding green.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys, thanks a lot. See you next week. Next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Recording. Okay. Anyway, I will go through this. I will go through my screen. Can I go through?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Sir.
I got a very bad problem. No? This thing is not working all right. Okay. See, I've just made a presentation for MBB projects. I use the slides. So I'm just showing it to you also. This is what you'll have to do. That means MBB project, any project, your DMAC project, you can write it as DMAC project, not MBB project. You can make it as a DMAC. Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
Then your project title and by yourself. And then if you use me, you make my name also. Otherwise, it's okay. This is how you are going to start your presentation for a DMAC project. Okay? Right?
Yes, sir.
Then first you have shown the define phase. In the define phase, you first tell about your company particulars, that particular department or the product or service, right? So the product or service, you write only about 3 lines maximum, not more than that. So this is how you short and sweet, you explain about the introduction part of your product wherein you are doing the project. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, then comes on that particular product or service you have referred there before. The previous slide you have referred, no? The department service or department production, what is that produced? That particular problem, that particular product or service, what is the problem you are facing. There are two statements. One is you can call it as a problem statement, or you can also call it as an opportunity statement. What is the difference between a problem statement and opportunity statement? Can you tell me? It is just in English, right? See, there are two occasions, no? When somebody is in distress, when somebody is in delighted. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So similarly here, problem statement means we are undergoing a distress situation. Therefore, there is a pain, and the pain metric is there. Like for example, loss, rejection. Rejection is a problem statement or opportunity statement?
Rejection.
Problem statement.
Problem statement. So if there are so many rejections coming, then the management will be interested in yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
And if there is an opportunity to increase the profit by 2 times, then there is an opportunity statement or not?
Opportunity statement.
Here we don't, that is why we just name it as a problem or opportunity statement. And accordingly, you can say what should be the gain. In opportunity statement, you should say gain and gain metric and the period of gain. What was the gain? Because previously it was, the gain was low. After the project, gain will be more. That is how it is. There are only two things. One is either gain or pain. Then business case. The problems should be interested to management. Otherwise, they will not go for it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, if I say, sir, the class performance is poor, you will not be interested. Sir, your son is going to score very low mark in mathematics. Then you will be interested. Yes or no? Understood?
Yes.
The performance. Your son is one of the students in the class. But if I say class performance is poor, you are not bothered. When I say your son is not performing, immediately you get. Right? That is how the business case also should be put there. The pain reduction should be, or gain improvement should be should be an interesting point to the case point to the management. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Goal statement. Goal statement should tell the gap. Gap means what is at present and what will be after the project. That is, previously 2 lakhs profit, after the project 2.5 lakhs project. Previously 2 lakhs loss, after the project 1.5 lakhs loss. That is the gap. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This will be the increase or decrease depending upon the item that you take. Rejections will be 200 and will be reduced to 100 per day or something like that. And target time, when are you going to complete it? And then which item you are going to target? That place also is important. Target part or target place. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
When
sir.
I say about the class performance, what is your target place? Only your son. Yes or no?
Yes.
For me, my class. I am the teacher. For you, you are the parent. So target place will have to be very clear mentioned. Scope. Relevant departments, people, products or services, and the scope. Either included or not included. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's all. Any other, if you want to add. But the thing is, keep it to minimum. And then I'm just writing company, division, department, product particular specification, that is production hours per day, production rate per day, and sales volume per day. Understood?
Yes.
Sir.
If you write all these things, that means you will have a clear thought, because you can convert this from one to the other very easily, right? And then comes the measure phase. Define phase is over. Very easy for you to present. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
In short, it is a project charter. That's all. In the measure phase, the current performance, measurement system analysis, if you want to incorporate, this is the performance. You take 6 months performance. I've shown all this. You take any 6 months and show the current performance. Okay? Before implementation.
Sir,
And
can you
after, yes, ma? Yes.
explain scope in some detail?
Huh?
Scope. Selection of scope.
I don't understand, sir. Little louder.
Yes, sir. In last slide, you asked for scope selection. Scope
Yeah.
is included or not included. So can you please explain about some in detail about the scope selection?
Oh God, that was not previous, yeah. Previous to previous. Okay. Right. See, so many, this is how the scope comes. Right. Okay. I tell you, I have given an example, yeah, clear example, no? The improvement, performance has to be improved. What is the scope for you? The scope for you is only your son, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Your scope is not to improve the performance of my other class students. Am I correct?
Correct.
But whereas for me, my scope is to improve the performance of only my class students. Should I bother about the other class students?
No.
No, sir.
That is the scope. That's all. I am bothered about, I will deal with only this. I will not deal with that. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And we are talking about the performance only in mathematics. So my aim is my scope is only to improve the performance in mathematics. My scope is not to improve their performance in English because that is already going well. Am I right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is included, very important. What is not included, that is much more important. All other things are not included. That's all. Simple. One line. Right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
You can put to scope only department A, person or product or service in that department is included. Very easy, no?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
And all others not included. Very easy, no? Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, suppose I am making dice. I am making dice in Chennai and Bangalore. 1 second. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Sorry. See, this is the problem, yeah, once it goes, no? Yes. Now, suppose I am making dice in Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad. Now, the rejections are coming only in Chennai. In Chennai plant, rejections are 2%. Here, 0.2%. Here also 0.2%. I am telling a project that my rejections I want to decrease from 2% to 0.2%. Is it clear? Am I right?
Yes.
Everybody will be interested. Then my scope for improvement, for reducing the rejection, I must concentrate only on Chennai plant or both Chennai and Bangalore plant.
Only Chennai.
So my scope is only Chennai plant and not Bangalore and Hyderabad plant. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is how you say that what is that you are going to concentrate so that nobody is going to ask you later on, why you have not done that? You should say, I am not concentrated. Understood?
Yes.
But you should be very careful in the operational definitions. Today only I saw the joke, no? There were some rubbish there on the road. And a contract was given to draw the, what do you call it, that line, white line, border line. So what he has done was he has drawn the border line like this. What he was telling that removing this rubbish is not my job. My job is only to mark the line. My scope is only to draw the line, not to reduce the. But is it right?
No.
No, sir.
No.
Such thing you should not give chance for that, right? So that operational definition should be there. It should be perfectly specified in the project charter itself. Okay? Can I leave this? Because I have explained this. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now measure phase, you just show the performance. Right? Okay? Current performance before implementation. That is, you show it for 6 months period. Metric along the x-axis, that is the period, January, February. Metric along the y-axis, that is the pain. Right? Or performance. And if you want to add remarks, you can add remarks. Unit, you can say that in millions. Profit means profit in millions. Rejections in percentage. Rejections in per day, numbers per day, like that, right? Okay, ma? Then can we go to analyze phase?
Yes.
Now, cause and effect diagram. In cause and effect diagram, you list all the factors. How do you list all the factors? How do you find the factors? Brainstorming. Everyone will tell one factor, include everything, whether it is right or wrong, good or bad, write it. Segregate these factors into 6 relevant categories. What are the 6 categories? Machine, material, methods, mother nature, and money. Okay? Understood?
Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
I am showing you. And from the many factors, from the many factors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, say 15, 20 factors. What you do is you ask experts to give marks for the impact. If the impact is high, let them give 9 marks. If it is moderate, 5 marks. If it is no, 3 marks. Suppose you have experts, 5 experts, and all the 5 people say that for this particular factor, 9 marks, it is 45. And for another factor, all the 5 people, they give the mark as only 5. So 5 into 5, 25 marks. Now tell me which you will consider, this one or this one? 45.
45.
Right? So this factor 1, factor 2, factor 3. So factor 1 has got more marks, you will consider that. So likewise, you reduce these 10 factors to only 3 factors. Understood?
Yes.
And then these 3 factors also perform hypothesis test and validate. That is, impact is significant or not. Or not. If impact is significant, you try to improve that factor. If it is not significant, reject, don't consider that factor. That's all. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, see, these are all the factors. So many factors, no? Huh? So many factors. It is confusing. So many factors are there given by them. But all are important. What I will do is, I will ask expert opinion. That is called cause and effect matrix. This is called cause and effect diagram. Okay? Understood?
Fishbone diagram also, right, sir?
Yeah, Ishikawa diagram, fishbone diagram. But it is not cause and effect matrix. See here, all the blocks are marked by which color?
Black, sir.
A black color. Suppose I find that this is, experts don't give me mark. Experts give me 0 mark. Then I will not consider. Experts give me maximum marks. Then I will consider this. Experts give me maximum marks. For this, I will consider this. So I will tick only those things with the red. Okay, see here now. I have reduced the number of factors from so many to so few, which are only red marked. Clear? Understood?
There,
Yes or
these
no?
red mark factors only we should consider it.
We will consider for evaluation, for validation. Even from this, a few we will reject. Understood? If the p-value is high, we will reject. If the p-value is low, those factors only we will consider. Right? So factors scored by experts. How do I mark this red? This is how. Weightage. I will consider strong means 9 marks, moderate means 5 marks, impact means 5 marks. I will consider all those factors. right? I've shown only 3 factors. I will consider 5 experts. Here I am showing, just for clarity, 3 experts, right? And then for the first factor, all the 3 are giving 9 marks. One is giving 9, 5. Expert 3 is giving 9 marks. What is the total? 23. Second one, total is 13. So what will you consider very important? M1.1 factor. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then probably we may not consider this. We may consider this. Okay?
So
That is
sir,
called
why
cause and
M1
effect.
consider, sir?
Huh?
Why M1 consider?
Maximum.
So
Maximum score.
1 second, sir. The score is greater than 45. Here I have considered experts 5. So is equal to 45, I consider. If it is less than 45, I will not consider. Clear? Understood?
Okay, but 23 is less than 45, no, sir.
That is why I have
3
given only
experts,
experts.
no, for
Number
that.
of experts 3. No, have you considered? Have you seen this? Have you noticed this?
In previous slide, he is asking.
Previous slide, I have considered only 3 factors, 3 experts. 3 into 9, 27. Maximum can be only 27. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You put expert 4, expert 5. They also give 9 marks. This also 9 marks. Then 45 marks. Understood?
Understood, sir.
You consider as many experts and accordingly put the demarcation. Right? Okay. That is why you have to see the slides carefully. Right? And the test.
Sir, my question here, this 45 number is some standard industry number, or that can change out?
Now, 1 second. Suppose you are having only 2 experts in your organization. You are having only RK and Gopal Shukumar. Anybody else you can refer to?
No, sir.
That 45
taking
is
5 for 9, so 9 is the standard number. So multiple of 9 I have to take if there is a 2 experts, and instead of that should be the 2 experts means 9, 9, 18, and if the point is 15, should I consider that or not?
Yeah, it is up to you.
Okay.
It is up to you. See, I'll tell you. 1, 2, 3. 1 second. See, you have to give 1, 2, 3 rank. Understood? Now, you, myself, and Gopal Shukumar write. And RK writes very poorly, he gets 0 mark. Then he'll be ranked 3, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Even though I have scored 0, because there are 3 people, I will be 3rd rank and I'll get a prize also. Right? Similarly, depending upon the number of experts, there are 3 experts, maximum 27 possible. So you fix the rating as 15. Even if you score 15, you will consider. Otherwise, you will not consider. Because even 2 people give no, 3 people give 5 marks. Then also you will consider. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Understood? Understood?
Yes.
And 1 person give 9 marks and the other 2 people give 3 marks. Then also you will consider because 15. So this is what you are fixing. Like for example, in my school, they are fixing 30 marks as pass mark. Am I right? In IIT, they fix 99.5 as a pass mark. Am I right? If you score 99.5, you'll get admission. Otherwise, you will not get admission. In my school, 30 marks you will get admission. Otherwise,
Sir,
you
is
will
there
not
any
get
criteria to fix that mark? Any criteria we have to follow?
That is what I said, no. Maximum mark for high impact, moderate mark for moderate impact, low marks for low impact.
My question is that 30 number is selected by a school to pass. There is a logic to put 30 as a number, and in IIT there is 99.
You must have logic in your decision, and whatever may be your decision.
Okay.
Right? There must be a logic you follow, Nobody will question if you don't have a logic also, Because if you are a one-man show, who is going to, if I am the one-man show, who is going to question me, no? No, nobody, That is why, some people, there are the chairman of an institute, he might not have studied anything, but he got a doctorate because he started the institute. You know that? All the chairmen of institutions are doctorates. Are you aware? And they are not educated. If they are not educated also, because they are feeling, yeah, they are the champions, their own institution. All of the, I think it is JPR who has started giving this doctorate to all the chairman of the institutions. That is possible, yeah. That is, nobody is going to question us, right? But only thing is, we have to follow some logic. That is what is the rule. Understood?
Sir, here 45 is considered based on what, sir, actually? That score.
No, I have just given 45. Yeah, you take 35, man. Take
Okay.
35. Then if it is greater than 35, you hypothesis is required. If it is less than 35, not required. That's all.
Okay, done.
It is a pass mark I am fixing, yeah. You want to fix 30, 30, okay. Nobody has scored 45. No factor has scored more than 45. Then what will you do? Next best. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? Because you have to consider one or two factors. Otherwise, there is no project is waste. That means you have selected a wrong project. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Please don't give importance to numbers. I said we are not dealing with numbers, but we are dealing with statistics. Right? Statistics is different. Numbers is different. Dealing with numbers is called mathematics. Right? Dealing with logic is called statistics. Right? Okay. Now, there are all the factors I have considered. Now, I am going to show you. See here, those factors which are red marked, I have found out the hypothesis test and the p-value. So, p-value less than 0.05 means I have to do something for this factor. Yes or no? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Because significant. P-value is more than 0.05. This factors, even though it is important by the experts, by my experiment does not show this. Therefore, I don't consider, I don't take any improvement decision. And for this, whatever factors, I get p-value less than 0.05, I will take something on that factor for improvement. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, I have done so many things, improve. Right? And the test that I am following is depending upon the factor, it is a quantitative factor. If it is a qualitative factor, I will use one test. Otherwise, I will use another test like that. Now, then improve phase. This is exactly what I have done earlier. I'm just giving you, right, based on validation of by hypothesis test, factors considered for improvement. And now I'm going to give you the improvements. Improvements incorporated. I will select, I'll just give you example. Don't say that, sir, this is what you should do. No, nothing of this you need to do. You can logically think, and whatever is a relevant improvement, you will have to do that. A few things I'm just telling it. Factor X1. I say that I increase the factor. Right? If I put 1 spoon, I'm going to put 2 spoon. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And then here, I'm going to provide training. That's all. And then another factor, modified using technology. I'm modifying the factor using some technology. Instead of typing, no, I'm using computer. Right? X3, another X4, no, X4, X5 and all. I used only X3. X3, it is not X3A. I will put it as X3. X3A, X3B, if there are 3. Due consideration should be given while implementation. X3B, outsourcing followed for new ventures. So I do it from budgeting. No, sometimes I do the budgeting by outsourcing. Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sometimes I get the what you call phone calls outsourcing, customer care outsourcing, right? Improvements incorporated. These are all a few I have chosen. You can choose anything you like depending upon the factors that come into picture.
Sir,
okay, ma?
Yes, sir. That quantitative and qualitative one example, can you give now, sir?
Yeah, I will give you now. I'll give you right now. Keep this in mind. If I have not given, you don't give me 5 star. If I have given, then in the feedback, you should tell me, oh, very good and all. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Keep that condition. I'm going to show you to you also. Right? Wait for a minute. Now, then this is the performance after implementation. What was the performance before implementation? See here. No, I will have to show I will show the comparison again. I'm going to show the same curve again. So comparison is percentage drop or percentage increase in the response variable. If it is a gain, increase. If it is a pain, drop. Lessons learned. What do you mean by lessons learned? Why is it required? It is for knowledge transfer to subsequent generations, future employees. And control. Why is control plan required? What is the purpose of control plan? Sustainability. Sustainability of the improvement. Understood? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is a performance comparison. You can show there. Performance after is above. See, please note I have shown performance here, not response. If it is response, sometimes performance after may be lower, sometimes performance after may be higher, depending upon the response, pain or gain. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Performance means always up. Control plan. I'll show you what is the control plans, important control plans. Process monitoring. What is the defect? How do you, what is the method of finding out? And who is the owner, who is doing it? And how often you should do it. This is a control plan. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And then standard operating procedures, updated work instructions for machine setup, mandatory operator checklist before production run. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
And then training and certification. Refresher training required every 6 months for operators. Certification required for new hires, intakes before independent work. Okay? Before I put you on the job, I have to give you training. I have to ensure that you get the certification that you have undergone the training. If you want to do master black belt, I have to get the I have to get your certificate that you have completed black belt. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Before going to the second standard, I should ensure that you have passed first standard. Control plan. And then response plan. Again, control plan. If defect rates exceed, what should you do? Escalation to production manager. That is, send an escalation sheet to the production manager. Sir, this has happened, right? Information. Documentation. Control charts maintained in shared repository. That means what was the position last week? You should know. Then only you can say that it is deteriorated or improved. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And then lessons learned. Lessons learned is knowledge transfer. Data collection challenges. This is what, right? Initial measurement system was inconsistent. Calibration of instruments and operator training were essential before reliable data could be gathered. This is my lesson learned because I have experienced. Understood? Stakeholder engagement. Without stakeholder engagement, if you involve, then there will be a problem later on if you get into a what do you call hurdle.
Yes.
Solution testing. Piloting improvements on a small scale is very important because if you incorporate on a mass scale, then if something goes wrong, then you will not know how to correct it. So that implement it small, one by one. Right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
What I do now is solution testing. Normally, I don't show this. I never take this particular thing, but hoping that you will all give me a good feedback, give Vision Excellence a good feedback. I have modified this and given this also. Root cause analysis is very important because whatever is overlooked also will be considered here if you consider root cause analysis. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Communication, weekly updates, keep the leadership aligned and prevent scope creep, right? That completes the project case study general. Okay. Now I'm going to play a video. Please go through that.
This slide can be shared, no, sir?
Yeah, I'll share it right away. What is this slide?
So based on that, we can go for a project.
Yeah. What is this? This is called project format 2, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know. I will close this first. Discard. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Now I don't know where it is. Anyway, I will share it. I'll try to share it now, right? Chat box, no?
Yeah.
Chat box. Is there a project format?
Yes, sir.
Not this. Not this. Vision Excellence VBXL document. Is there a project? Oh God. Is there anything, sir? Project format like this? No, I will show here. I'll see here. Project format, right? Tell me where it is.
Sir, you are not sharing your screen.
Sir, your screen it is not visible.
Okay, I'll try to find out where is this thing. Saved this to PC. I will save it again. File. Master black belt. Is a master black belt this thing, yeah? Okay, master black belt is there. Project format 2026. Okay, I will share now.
Yes, sir.
Why it is not master black belt 2000? Yeah. It's gone. Okay.
It is shared, sir.
Yeah. Chat box, and you can put it in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Received, sir. Yeah.
Now I am going to share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're seeing my screen, right? No, it's not drive. My drive. Oh God, my drive is not coming. Is it coming? Are you seeing me?
Yes, sir.
VB documents. Is there a presentation? Project case study presentation, 15 minutes, right? Yeah. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Can you hear the voice?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
No. Can you hear the voice now from the screen?
Not from the
We will see a
screen.
case
No, sir.
performance improvement by reducing attrition rate. What is the
Yes.
problem here? You can see
But
from this
very
chart,
low.
attrition rate. But you have to increase the speed at your
The
end.
volume
You can see in January,
is
February,
very
and
slow,
March, the
sir.
attrition
Very,
rate has
very low.
gone up by more than 6%. So from the prevailing 6% to 7.5%, it has gone up to 13.5 to 12.5%. This has to be addressed immediately. Otherwise, no, I have put 100%, yeah.
Okay, sir. Now it's okay. You can play it, sir.
Right. I'll make it this one. See here. Are you able to see the screen? What will be the consequences? Can you hear now? We will see. The problem is high attrition rate observed.
Fine, sir.
The consequences are unable to meet production demand because we don't have persons to make the production. Training to new recruits result in extra resources utilization, that is time, manpower, efforts, and training cost also. So increase in non-conformities from production process. Because of the inexperienced employees, we are not able to meet the specifications while producing. Reduced production rate because of the inexperienced employees. Slow working time. And project benefits are, if we do this, we are going to save rupees 20 lakhs in training cost and production cost. We are going to save on the training cost. We are going to improve the production, and thereby cost will be saved. Now we are ready to make project charter. We will see project charter now. Identification, that is project champion, project name, project number, and black belt involved, department, and date initiated, and target completion date, all given here. Next is origin and description. Location of the plant is Chennai. process is recruitment and training process. Improvement opportunity problem description is high attrition of operators, that is 12% at present, occurs at Chennai plant since the inception of second shift from January 19 onwards. It causes lower productivity, high training cost. Purpose of the project is to identify and improve the key factors contributing to this operator attrition. Project goal, that is success criteria, to minimize the attrition rate from 12% to 6%. Project scope, starting from the collection of resume till the end of the process, that is retention of right candidate, appointment and retention. And impact on internal and external customers given here. Training cost is high for HR department, human resource department, and productivity loss and high defects for production. Business case, strategic alignment, we will see here. This project ensures reduction in attrition rate for financial year 2019-20. By retaining trained manpower, organization expects increased productivity and better quality and thereby customer satisfaction in the upcoming years. Business will definitely be interested in this. There is a business case here. Projected business benefits, financial and otherwise, we will see here. Cost of associate replacement and training is 19 lakhs annually. And reduce retaining hours. Reduce potential for product non-conformities. So more good products will be produced. And performance metrics, there are two metrics given here. One is primary and another is secondary. Primary is attrition rate. Unit of measure is percentage. Baseline performance is 12.4%, that is current performance. And our goal is to reduce it to below 6%. Secondary metric is productivity. Unit of measure is percentage. Baseline performance, current performance is 65%. We have to increase it to 80% and above. And contributors, the names of the team members is given here. And milestones are given here in the schedule. And finally, project approval for signatures. Once it is signed, we are ready to go ahead with the project planning. Now we will see SIPOC. The processes are mentioned first. And for each process, we will see what is the output and customer and what is the input and supplier. And you can see here, management is the customer ultimately. The candidate selected is the output and then appointed candidate. You will have defect-free products for the end user. That is the output, final output because of the retention of the right candidate. You can do it yourself. Now this is the data collections. So name, date of birth, date of joining, date of resigning, product line he was involved, and services length. What is his service length? How long he has been working? Distance from the plant. Where is his house? Age in years. Education. What is his qualifications? Is he working in shifts? Yes or no? Test score. At the time of recruitment, he must have attended a test, and we will know whether he has performed well or not. And then domicile status, whether he is married or not. And then work status, he is working or resigned. So these data we will have to get it from the HR department. Once we get this data, then we can start doing it. And this is the data collected. That's only a sample data. It will go to pages. Now this is the baseline performance for the output. So output is 650, product output considered. Opportunity for error is 8. And then defects noticed is 46. And performance is 3.87. This is a present performance. We have to increase it. Now this is the baseline performance, CP-CPK measurement. You can see this report here. We will see one more report. CPK is 0.46. It is low. We will have to address it too. What is that we will do? The CPK shows test score is low and we need more focus on training. That's here. We have to give more training. And then here summary service length. See, we find p-value is again low. So data is not normal. Therefore, outliers are available for median, which needs to be addressed to. Therefore, we must have service length constant there at the center towards right median. So we have to address this also. This is what age is another factor. Now this is a cause and effect diagram. Operator attrition is a problem, and then work strain, distance from plant, and then further education, health, marital status, future opportunity, better opportunities there. You will leave, and domicile status, whether he is living with parents or not, qualification, age, test score, and then product line in which he is working. If he is working with a difficult product line, probably he may be leaving. We'll have to find out product line plays a part or not. And shift working, whether he is working in shifts, is that a problem for his leaving? We'll have to see this. All these causes are identified, and then cause and effect matrix was obtained. That is, experts will be asked to provide marks for this, and X factors are prioritized from the output indicator having a score of 45 for the output response. So this is what the scale given. So none means 0 marks, low impact means 3 marks, moderate impact means 5 marks, strong impact means 9 marks. And these are all the factors we have considered. Total 12 factors we have considered, and then the impact is given here. And the number of people who have voted for this is given here. 9 people have voted for this. So 9 into 5, moderate they have said. So 9 into 5 is 45. So 3 people have voted for low impact product line. So 15 is the output indicators. So we have selected all those having scored 45. We have found out that shift working, distance from the plant, test score, age, and then here one more factor, domicile status. These are all the important factors we have considered. The rest we have not considered. Now we will do the hypothesis testing for these factors with output indicator 45. Shift working, distance, test score, age, and domicile status. These are all the factors for which we are going to do the hypothesis testing. Once again, can you... 2 sample tests for age, test score. Hello? Are you listening? Hello, people are there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
See,
Yes, sir. We are listening.
Can you tell me those factors which have got 45 marks I'm considering? Shift working is continuous data or categorical data?
Continue data.
Categorical data.
And is it so? Shift working. Is working in shift or not? Yeah, that is not continuous data.
It's a categorical data.
Distance?
It's just data.
Continuous data.
Continuous data, sorry.
Test score?
It's a continuous data.
Very good. This domicile status?
It's a categorical data.
That's all. You got 2 categorical data and 2 continuous data, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh?
5 are there.
Yeah, test score. Age also is a continuous data. So 3 continuous data and 2 discrete data. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Somebody wanted an example, no? Age and domicile status. These are all the factors for which we are going to do the hypothesis testing. 2 sample tests for age, test scores and distance, and 2 proportion tests for working in shifts and staying with parents. Here, the mean age for available people and the mean age for the resigned people are same. And here, the test scores for available people and test scores for resigned people are same. Here, distance from the plant is same for both available people and resigned people. And alternate hypothesis is age is a cause for attrition for age, and people with high scores tend to leave is for test scores, and long distance from plant is a cause for attrition. For 2 proportion tests, we have yes or no answer for working in shifts and yes or no answer for staying with parents. And the null hypothesis is proportion of people working in shifts is equal to proportion of people not working in shifts in both available as well as resigned state. And staying with parents, proportion of people with parents is equal to proportion of people without parents for both available as well as for resigned status. So domicile status is a cause for attrition is the alternate hypothesis. People working in shifts tend to leave is the alternate hypothesis here. We will find out the test scores and test decisions. Hypothesis test decisions for X factors. From the cause and effect matrix, we have considered 12 X factors, and for the shift working, the p-value is 0.006. Therefore, shift working is significant. P-value is low, therefore it is significant. For product line work strain, we have not done the test because we have not selected them for test from the cause and effect matrix score. For distance, the p-value happens to be lower than 0.05. Therefore, this is also significant. Distance also is a significant factor. And test score is 0.001 less than 0.05. Therefore, that is also a significant factor. We have to address it. Age is a factor which is not significant because the p-value for age is 0.467 greater than 0.05. Therefore, we fail to reject the null. It is not significant, we have considered. I'll show you the descriptive statistics for age. For resigned, number of people were 30, active number of people were 52, mean age was 21.7 and 21.96, and the p-value from inferential statistics found to be 0.467. Similarly, we can find out the p-value for all the tests. This is a simple exercise. You can do it yourself. And qualification, further education, health, marital status, and other opportunities are not considered for test based on this cause and effect matrix score. And domicile status, we have considered the hypothesis test. P-value happens to be more than 0.05. Therefore, we fail to reject the null. Domicile status is not a significant factor. Right? So, p-value is less than 0.05 indicates statistically significant process influence, and that is what we have obtained for these three factors. Therefore, we will address these three factors as a solution for implementation. Age and domicile status we have not considered because they are not significant from the hypothesis test results. Now, the same thing I have given it with p-value. Right? So, these are all the three factors considered. Age is not considered. Staying with parents also is not considered. We will see the improvements that we have made. The candidate personal information form, we have added a criteria distance from home. This is one improvement we have made. And in distance, specific focus by adding the question in candidate personal information form. That is what I have shown you, right? The distance from the plant radius. What is the distance? If it is more than 25 kilometers, then we will have to consider him, see whether he is willing to stay in the hostel or not. Control and select candidates from within 25 kilometers of the plant radius. So that is what is achieved by this. Introduce hostel accommodation for those who stay far off. If the candidate has scored high marks and then we are interested in the candidate, and then we can ask a question whether he is willing to stay in the hostel, we can recruit them. And manpower to do extra hours is now available because we have had those people in hostel. And that will fulfill additional requirements from customers. Now, working in shifts, what have we done? Must be requirement because we can't avoid this. The customer demand requires extra shifts. Therefore, we have to go for extra shifts that cannot be eliminated. So, shift allowance is introduced to those who work in shifts, those working apart from the general shifts. If you work in general shift, also work in night shifts, then you will be given extra allowances here. That is to influence them. And early morning pickup and late night drop provided to save movement time for the employees so that they will not find a strain at home. This will also improve the productivity. Next, we will see test score. How are we addressing? Those scoring higher marks and ready to serve for longer periods will be empowered with higher roles like leaders, trainers, and like this. And also, we will conduct first day celebrations and gifts distribution to those without absenteeism. Those who are coming every day and work, no absent. And those with high production record. Right? We can have a production record for each individual and then see the record and then reward those people with high production record. And in that period, if there are zero defects at customer end, then inspectors online who pass zero defects at customer end will be rewarded, will be given gifts. And after rate improvement, we will control. That is, control is we are measuring, and after improvement, we find that the attrition rate in the month of July and August have come down to 5.4 to 5.2, and therefore attrition rate has been addressed to and reduced to the extent committed. Now we will see the financial and other savings for the company. Cost of operator replacement we have saved, training cost we have saved, reduction in production of non-conformities there, therefore we are saving a lot there, no wastage. So reduction in scrap generated because of no non-conformities. These are all the financial and other savings that we have obtained for the company. That completes the case study. In summary, we have made a project charter for reducing attrition rate and improving the performance in the define phase. In the measure phase, we modified the metric for performance and measured the baseline performance in sigma level and attrition rate as per the bar chart. In the analyze phase, identified potential factors using cause and effect diagram and then cause and effect matrix and then validated the critical factors. In improve phase, we identified the potential solutions and pilot implemented the solutions. That is, in selection process, considering the distance from the plant in the personal form, by providing quarters or hostel accommodations for right candidates, to start with higher ranks and responsibilities for potential candidates scoring high test marks, to have special celebrations rewarding for attendance, achievements, and performance. And in the control phase, we have documented the performance achieved. The attrition rate maintained at the lower level of around 5 to 6%. That completes the project. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Your voice is very less.
Hello.
No.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry.
Yes, sir.
I have to attend
Sir.
to my wife now. Once again. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Sorry.
Just 2 minutes wait for ma. In the meantime, you can,
no problem, sir.
is going on. You can tell about your feedback right now. I'll just come in 2 minutes. Right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You can send the PPT only, sir. Okay.
Yes, PPT record.
Hello. Yes, sir. Yeah, all of you can come on camera, yeah. Show your faces. And one by one, you can talk. I will not call your name. So on your own, you can come and make your presentation, give your feedback. Tell your name first, thank MSME, and then thank anybody else. Yes, who comes first?
Hi, sir. Saravanan here.
Okay.
Yeah, this was nice class, sir. So which will help out to improve our personal. So this will help out to improve our personal goal set as well. So organizational goal set. So you have given sessions are very interesting and which is very useful for us actually. So we are happy to have this class with you. Thank you, sir. It was very like important class for me, which taught for us actually. Really very nice, sir. Definitely, it will be very good for us actually. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next, please. Don't worry, all of you stay there. 10:15, I'll close. Yeah, please.
Hello, sir. Good evening. This is Balasubramaniam. So thank you very much. I think in the current organization, I think it has been a pleasure to be part of this class, and I have been thinking to join these type of black belt related thing for quite long, and finally through one of the social media I got to know about this opportunity provided by MSME, and thanks to all the teachers and the MSME as well. Thanks once again, and wishing good luck and best of luck to all the participants.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, next, please. Yeah.
I have some knowledge about.
Not audible, no? Little louder.
I have some knowledge about DMAT earlier, but by your training, you have done fantastic training. I have now understood about what is hypothesis testing, p-value calculation. Earlier, I know what is P matrix. So a lot of things are clear to me. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Sanjay.
Yeah, good evening, sir. About this course, there is a very good example. Through very good example, I have learned. You have delivered very good example, and all the doubts you have cleared. And the flow of how to problem solving, then it is very clear. So, and the material also you have given. We will repeat the material also. We can revise. Then anytime we can. Again catch up the things if we are not in the touch. The very good material, very good the way of speaking, clarity, everything, and repeat the examples, and you have given lot of time to us. So definitely we can use this tool, DMAC tool, problem solving tool, in our organization and in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Vision Excellence. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes. Next. Yes, Anuja, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, Abhishek. Yeah, Abhishek.
Hi,
Yes.
very good evening. And first of all, thank you, RK sir, for the guidance, support, and the expertise. With the expertise, you had delivered all the lectures throughout this session, and I'm really thankful for all the lessons which you have given us in the form of examples, some real life example, and overall, it's a very insightful and a very structured Six Sigma program. So I, along with my other colleagues, will thank you again, and it's a very, very insightful session from the institution as well. So thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice. Yes, Anuja.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I here with thank Vision and MSME for giving this such a nice course, Six Sigma. Actually, I enrolled for a black belt course. I'm already working as a consultant, and I was lacking these kind of examples what I can apply there. But you all trainers are great, and on the flow you maintain, the pace you maintain, that was very comfortable, and I think everyone must have understood the concept the way you answered to our small problems or queries. That is also commendable. I'm very much thank you for that. And these real world examples I can apply during my this consultancy to other MSME. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Somebody was asking case study. That is a video, yeah, not case study PPT. Video is there. I will probably, I don't know how to share it. No, it is there in my website. Yeah, please. Right. Otherwise, I'll share it later on. Right. It must be in my website. Otherwise, right. Okay, ma'am. Yes. Sanjay. Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Myself, Ishwar. So I would like to thank Vision Excellent and MSME for conducting this Lean Six Sigma training program. I would like to extend my thanks to all the trainers for your wonderful sessions. And the case study, what you have just displayed, it was very useful, sir. And I would like to give one suggestion that if you can give me more case studies, it will be better understanding of DMAIC. And one more suggestion I would like to give, if you can implement some mini projects for better understanding of the concept, is very helpful for all the students who are going to join Lean Six Sigma. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Sanjay, I have given the link for the case study video. Okay. Sanjay, you are there? Unmute and say
Yes,
thanks.
sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Anybody else?
Yeah, Nataraj here, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, Nataraj. Yes.
So I thanks to Vision Excellence and MSME to organize this program, and I am very happy to be a part of this program. So with respect to the training that I was in this, the concepts were cleanly explained clearly with the practical example, which made it easier to connect the theory with the real world applications. So visual aids and the structured charts like SIPOC, CTQ tree, and Kano models, which were very effective in simplifying the complex ideas. The interactive approach encouraged the participation and helped in reinforcing the key principles. So, your ability to link the Six Sigma tools to the business scenarios added a great value to the learning experiences. So, overall, the training was insightful, well structured, and highly relevant. So, it has strengthened my understanding on Six Sigma concepts, and I will definitely use these skills in my practical application. So, thanks for delivering it very effectively, sir. Thanks for your knowledge, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
I
sir.
think almost all the people on the camera have made the presentation. Yes, Surendran. Yes.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes, please.
Thank you, MSME and the Vision Excellence for giving this DMAT and Six Sigma trainings. You clearly explains the DMAT steps different things. This will be very helpful today. Especially RK sir, thank you for clearly explain for all the steps. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. I think anybody else there? Otherwise, shall I close the show? Wishing you all the best in your examinations. And always you can come, anytime you can come and meet us. I mean, call us so that I will come on Google Meet or Zoom Meet, explain you whatever clarifications you want.
Sure, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Sir,
Bye.
sir,
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
to whom we have to contact if we want to in touch with you?
You can contact now. He is at Chavan is there. Chavan accidentally came into my these things. 1 second, sir. I think 1 second.